This isn't about painting or writing fast, although you can make it about that if you want. But it's really about just taking the time to sit down and actually work on whatever creative project you have going on right now. So, if you haven't heard of these before, I just wanted to explain what this is before I started so that you can know if it's something you're interested in and want to participate in when I do have them. So basically, I will go live on YouTube. So it's going to be free. It's not like you have to pay to join or something. But I will go live on YouTube, and I'm going to try to have the link so that you can go ahead and I think get notifications of when it's going to be, and go ahead and put it on your calendar. So I'll be doing this on January 29th. 2025, and that will be my first one. You'll be able to watch the replay as well, and sometimes I prefer to watch replays because I can speed them up. But I'll try to share some inspiration and motivation, and then we will get started where I will be painting on screen and you can join in where you are and either paint. I'm calling them painting sprints because I will be painting, and you can watch me do that, but you can draw, you can color, you can crochet or knit, you can write a song, you can work on writing a book or poetry. There's so many creative things, but it's just a dedicated amount of time to spend on your artwork. And the point is to help you do more. So at the end, you can leave a comment of what you did during that amount of time so that we can cheer you on. You can cheer on other people and see what they did. It's not a competition to see who did the most or the best, but it's just creative people getting together and sharing what they did and actually getting stuff done. Because I know I can get distracted by my phone or watching videos, but if I have my phone on this video and the point of the video is for me to be creating something, then it really helps me do that and not be distracted by what is on my phone. And I'm really excited to see how this goes. I plan to do one at least once a month for this year, and it might end up being that some months I do 2 and then 1 month I don't do any, or I could end up changing and doing 24 because I love it so much and want it so much even for myself. I have a few different surprises planned, but I'm trying to make this video as similar as possible without it being live. So the quality of this camera is better, but I am going to switch to my phone for the next part while I'm painting. So I'll have some little things to work out with that. And I'm also going to do a shorter painting today because it's not live, so my camera is having to store the video. But I do plan on these being 20 to 30 minutes or even more of painting live. So for this video, I would love for you to do a mini sprint and let me know what you worked on. Are you painting or writing? And are you painting a sunset, a landscape, or an animal, or people, or architecture? And I think I will explain what I'm painting while I am painting. This is a little quick sketch that I made for my newsletter about my mammogram appointment. Basically, this was the waiting room and it felt kind of like a spa. So anyway, I had this sketch already done and I did it on watercolor paper. So I was like, wait, I should probably just paint it. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to do that since I was wanting to do something fast today. And if you have not read my newsletters, you can read them without subscribing. So I definitely recommend checking those out. They are super fun. They're a little more personal. I share stories, some of my favorite things, like stuff that I got for Christmas that was just so fun and adorable. And what else? Just different things I have painted and stories, just like ordinary things that bring joy to my life. So if that interests you, definitely check that out. And it is completely free. So there was a window in the waiting room and it had some plants and stuff. This was really just from memory. I didn't want to like be taking pictures in the waiting room and stuff. And I didn't even plan to paint this or show it or anything. So I didn't document it at all. But I did, like, after I wrote about my experience, I was like, it would be kind of neat to share a picture of what I remember from it. And this was just the waiting room. I'm not like showing the exam room or anything, but it was very not scary. Once I had the appointment scheduled, everything was painless from there, except for there was a really long line. I have that sketch as well. This is not on watercolor paper though. This is on just a sketch pad, but there were like 14 people ahead of me or more. I don't know. It was a really long line. Like I've never seen that, but it was radiology. So it included like lung cancer and everything. It wasn't just for mammograms. And I do not have breast cancer. So I did get my results back. So in case you're wondering, sorry, just kind of throwing this on you, but so I just painted the sky a little bit. I don't remember that much sky shining through. There may have been some cars. I just remember it feeling very peaceful and calm and quiet. There were only females in there, and they had us change into a very comfortable gown. So one of the girls hadn't filled out her paperwork on the clipboard thing, so she's doing that and she's still in her regular clothes. But then the others were in this like sky blue gown, and we were just changing our top, so not a big deal. And they had a little room where we could do that, and then a locker that we could put all of our stuff in. So we were sitting there. Some people had their phones, and I did at first to help me stay calm. And then there was an older woman with gray hair, and she's just like so beautiful, but everybody there was in there by themselves. My husband couldn't come back there with me, so we were just quiet at first, and then the TV is going. You can see that up in the corner. And so I paint that with some more vibrant colors, kind of like a TV screen. And they're like talking about breast cancer and stuff, like interviews or whatever. So other than that, it kind of felt like a dingy spa. Like it wasn't like they're bringing you champagne, or it wasn't like super clean, but it was at least comfortable. And there was a window, because in the regular waiting room, especially like in comparison, this was way nicer, because that one was so crowded, and like almost, I'm pretty sure every seat was filled. And then there was just like the horrible overhead lighting, which maybe this was too, but there were no windows out there. So I was really grateful, like oddly grateful for this window. So that's why I like drew it and painted it and am talking about it so much. So I don't remember like the colors of everything. I'm just going based on kind of my impression of what I remember. And so this lady with the gray hair went back first, and then she came back afterwards got her stuff from her locker and wished us well and was on her way. So it was just kind of nice. But I do wonder now about those ladies. But I sat on like this little couch type thing and like a love seat, I guess I should say. And so you can see, like, I'm hardly done with this painting, but there's not really that much more to talk about. I'm thinking for the actual live videos, I've seen where people have like a countdown on the screen, and I would like to do that. I'm not sure how to do that, especially because I don't want to like have to go through another app or whatever. So I maybe could just put my phone there and have a timer going where you can see it on the screen, but we'll see. I kind of liked the more peaceful colors I was using, and then I started going darker and didn't love that, but it was okay. This wasn't supposed to be a masterpiece. It was just kind of coloring as an example, and it did get me painting today when maybe I wouldn't have otherwise, and that's the point of these videos. I think I am just going to speed through this so that it doesn't show the full 20 minutes, because I did end up painting for 20 minutes and didn't have much to show for it. But you also won't necessarily see the finished version of my painting unless, I go and post it in the community tab, which I might do. And same for you. If you have a YouTube channel, especially, I would love for you to share what you worked on during that time, either just in a post or even on Instagram, or if you record yourself during it, you could share it as a video, and I would love to know that you did it during my painting sprint. And I did wet my colors ahead of time. And so I do kind of like an orangey pink with a lot of water for the skin tones. And I guess this is coming along pretty well, but then I I start adding the bright colors and I don't like it as much. Bright, bold. But, well, it's still pretty good. Okay, I don't hate it. But I want to say, did you find this boring? Let me know if you would prefer for me not to talk during it. I can mute myself, I think, but then I have to remember to unmute myself at the end. But I also could just try not to talk, but I might throw some things out there some of the time. But let me know if you're okay with just the quiet, and you can also be painting in the quiet, but you can also just turn the volume down until I am done, or until you are done, so you're not listening to me the whole time. So I think it's okay if I talk and you can just mute me yourself. But let me know if you have a strong preference, although, I know I'm not going to be able to please everyone, so I might just try it different ways at different times. I don't know. Okay, I think that's all for today. Oh, what's going on? So let me know if you have any questions or if you're excited, if you're going to join in. Make sure to subscribe and do the notifications. I don't personally do notifications on mine, but I think you can do them separately just for specific live videos. So that's why I'm going to share the link so that I think it will send you an email when I do start that live. And those are the only notifications on YouTube that I do subscribe to or whatever. I think we will just make it better as a community as we go along. And so at any point, if you have feedback for me, let me know. I am so appreciative and thankful that you are joining me today. And I'll see you next time. This isn't about painting or writing.